reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How you're going to finish strong throughout the season. You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long. So that's a missed opportunity on that second end of this defense.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. Going to take a shot. Catch inside the 25. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
This quarterback was licking his chops coming into this game. He told us this week he felt like there were some matchups that he could take advantage of against this defense, and he wasted no time. Opening drive of the game, he finds the matchup he likes, and that was an absolute dime.
To the ground with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this...
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. He's taking the shot. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Rides to back on the option to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Dogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. A bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Okay, great. It's going to be a good day, boys.
Wants to go up top. Dumps it off in the flat. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
That's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Give to the running back. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
They're going to ride this running back. Oh, he's got some space. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting them second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Aggies are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
The Aggies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Here comes the option. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. A&M comes back out with another first down.
Get set, get set.
The RPO, complete to the left. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
So now on comes the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. Now the lead is down to 11. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Mississippi State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the SEC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Stark Vegas. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake up the Pac-12 standings.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Bought a little time. Lets it go. They're working that left side. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Turning it on. The 20. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. To the air on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's got it on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now there he goes. And he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Pulls the fire complete. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. With the catch, it's Hart. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Dogs! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to fire on second down. Finds his tight end.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Aggies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They'll line up for a second down play. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Uncorks one to the middle. Hits him inside the 20, still going. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The give out of the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got it on the move. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
Timeout, Georgia.
The Dogs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
Pound 55 weak. Blitzing.
A designed run for the quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He leaves it with his back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. Hard running there. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Man, this tight end, he is like a receiver once he has the ball, isn't he? He's so elusive, he can make people miss. He's got some wiggle, and he's got some speed. This defense, they have their hands full trying to bring this guy down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man in the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the 1st half. But here we go in the 1st drive of this 3rd quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down.
In search of their 1st touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Complete in the middle. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Looking to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
I know we're in the third quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback making checks. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. This Bulldog offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15.
27, jump.
The give on the option. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Drop play, quarterback keeps it. Got the first down and more. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Breaks into the open. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, this this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the option. They can't corral the pressure. Ball's on the ground. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Texas A&M going up tempo. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going downfield for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Pulls it in on the right. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play. Quick completion to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Okay, this is it. I'm not having fun anymore.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, going to the air. Touchdown, Aggie. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that. Put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UCLA looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin, thanks for the update. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Oh, he's got some space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. UGA trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. It's complete on the right side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do.
Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Freeze the defense. Come on now. We got to make a play here. Come on.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Got his man quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Goes to the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Inside the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, Aggie. And they turn it into a defensive score.
How about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal, not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, and they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense.
325.
Off play action on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. And the Dogs want to crank the tempo. Leaves it with the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. He wants to change this route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Working the middle. It's complete. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle.
Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. Clock stops when we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Gonna look downfield again. It's complete to the right. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot.
Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock. Hand it off. Let the running back do the rest.
The Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. And to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board to figure some things out because this wasn't a great game.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. Finding open areas. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the 4th quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
One more play to pad the stats. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Ball falls to the turf.